As an education philosophy with a focus on preschool and primary education, the Regio Emilia approach is a student-centered and constructive self-guided curriculum that uses self-directed experimental learning in relationship-driven environments. It was introduced in Italy in 1945. In Nigeria, and particularly in Lagos, this educational approach has been domesticated to suit the teaching and learning process. Hence, this workshop was organized by Lasubeb and Ubec for early childhood education teachers.
This workshop is to train them on how best to handle our ECCD classes. You know, these children from 0 to 3, this is their first entrance into education. So they must have a very good impression if they are to do well in other classes. So we're only trying to train them and then let them key into Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu's vision of a greater future, of a greater Lagos.
The board member in charge of school support services, Said Ibikunle, says the resources for teaching and learning must be locally sourced.
The training today is such that both the parent, the community, the teacher, and the students, or the pupils themselves, will have to be involved in teaching and learning. As a matter of fact, parents can as well visit the school, participate in teaching and learning, and still go back home. The resources for aiding teaching and learning will have to be locally sourced.
The key focus of this capacity training is on learning strategies, as Regio Emilia approach and other approaches in teaching children in early learning classes, early years class. Some of these things we disregard in our community, like bottle tops, like we have the clay, like we have the disposable plates that are no longer useful to us in the house, how we can turn them into useful items in the classroom. Then also how we can collaborate with parents to handle children at early years. Then apart from that, we are going to be learning about the learning corners, the various learning corners. We are going to be looking at the cognitive learning corner. We are going to be looking at the books and storytelling corner, how the teacher can come to the level of the children in the classroom to be able to pass across, have an impact in their learning.
Participants lauded the program, saying it will increase their experience and knowledge.
The methodology that is being expected and is being discharged today has shown that children will learn more practical than theoretical aspect of the learning experience they gathered in the classroom.
This is a life-changing program that will benefit both the teachers and the pupils in the school. It's a program that will enable the teachers to give the pupils feedback of whatever we have learned here.
The Regio Emilia educational approach encompasses and involves not just teachers and pupils, but also parents and the communities.
Regio Emilia is one of the models that have that is magical, just like Montessori and other creative approaches. Regio Emilia is as old as 1945 in Italy, but in Nigeria we cannot accept hook, line, and sinker the way it was used in Italy. But in Nigeria we have tried to domesticate it to suit learners, and it's an approach that, if well embraced by Lagos State teachers, I bet in the next 3, 4, 5 years, the learners in all the pre-primary schools in Lagos State will be good for it, because it encompasses and involves the parents, the community, the teachers, and the kingpins themselves, which are the learners.
Over 300 teachers are being trained in Lagos, and in return, they are expected to implement the Regio Emilia approach in their classrooms.